Next guy has no need for an introduction. Tim Musgrave has been the leader of this company from the very beginning. He has been the president and CEO, and we couldn't give him any other title, so we had to keep him there as president and CEO for all these years. And I'd like to invite him up here right now to talk to you right now. Thank you.
I'm a little embarrassed about what I'm going to tell you, but the way it is. Today we had all of the key people of PSI together, all our sales force, had production, marketing. Everybody was there that meant anything in our company. And I was struck with a feeling I still have that I can't quite describe. I don't know what this feeling is. It should be one of great joy, but I looked around today at the men and women that work for us that have gotten us to this point, and I never thought we'd be at this point. I never dreamed of this, that this product could be, MTIS by PSI could be accepted across the world as it is today. And so I looked with love and gratitude to those PSI employees that on the manufacturing side of this have absolutely set the mark for other industries. The kids that work there, and you'll see them tomorrow, and Frank always says, don't call them kids. Well, when you're this old, everybody's a kid. It should be able to get away with it. But we have a less than 1/2 of 1% warranty, and that speaks volumes of the people that make the product, the vendors that make the pieces for us, and the individuals that represent us out across the world. And so, thank you. So usually I truly try to get fired up and give you a great talk, but I just have this feeling of gratitude for the path that the Lord gave me. So thank you. Without Meritor, we would not be here tonight celebrating this. We thank all of the employees of Meritor for what they've done recently and in the past, and it's been a wonderful ride with them. As I say, the numbers are astounding to me. They were unfathomable to think of. And I saw someone tonight that gave me great joy. He's a personal friend of mine. We became friends through the industry. He was the person that I worked with at the time. It was Rockwell back in late 97. And you can't hide over there. And we worked all the way through the year in 98. And on December 23rd, Frank and I were in Detroit, and we signed the first joint marketing sales distribution agreement with Meritor. And Tom Gosnell, who is sitting at this table, and he's the funny looking one, trying to hide. Tom had the faith in a small startup that hadn't proven anything. We'd sold a number of units, and big fleets. Dwayne Hogue and I were talking at lunch today. What would happen is the product was working, but they would go, who in the hell are you guys? I mean, are you going to be in business in 10 years? And so a fleet that was buying maybe 500,000 trailers would put 50 or 100 on. And we finally figured out what the issue was, which was credibility. And so Tom was kind enough to, I think your advisory board had introduced you to us, maybe the guy from Roberson back then. It's a long time ago. I've been thinking of all these old memories today. It's like, yeah, I didn't know I could think back that far anymore. So it's really kind of fun to do that. But Tom, thank you for having the faith in us and starting what's been a wonderful agreement with your old company. And I love you, man. You know that.
Well, I just think it's ironic you think I'm funny looking.
Yeah, well, there's that. There's that. Do not give him a microphone. I want to thank the fleets and the OEMs that are here. Obviously, someone said earlier, everyone in this room is responsible for the journey that we've been able to have. And so thanks to each and every one of you. You mean the world to both companies. I don't think either company will ever let you down. So know how much this event means to us, but it's because of you guys. And the vendors, all of you that are here, many thanks. There are two that I want to particularly talk about. Bill Cox with Cox Manufacturing. Where are you, Bill? There you are. Thank you. And we have one other, Ken Roan. Where are you, Ken?
Stand up, Ken.
With Sealco. And those two companies started with us when we had nothing. They've been with us from day one, and we still buy our brass products from Bill Cox. He was buying C machines based on what Frank was telling him, and you all know Frank. And that could have been.
Smart move, Bill. He's a sales and marketing guy.
And there was one other company represented today that's been with us since 1994, and that's Texas Capital Bank. Sean Kennedy, the chairman of the local San Antonio Bank. As a startup, it's very comforting to be able to have a bank that believes in you and what you're doing, believes in your people, and you know that they will help you if you need their help. And Sean and Mark Johnson and Craig Dixon have been there for us for forever, and thank you for that. The press, how do you, Rob said it very well, the press, how do we thank you all for the path that you paved for us to be successful? You talk in your articles, in your magazines, and your newspapers. You talk about underinflation. You talk about the number one maintenance expense in the trucking industry, tires. And you have given our small company and Meritor's involvement with it all the press that one could ask for. And you've always done it with great honesty, where you have questioned whether we were right or wrong. You have given us the chance to prove that we were right, and then if we prove that, you wrote about it. And we could not have done what we've done today without all of you. So thank you very much. It's most important. I was just going to be a couple seconds here. I don't know what. I would like, if you wouldn't mind, Kevin Henning to come up, our Vice President of Product Development. Where are you, Kevin? And Frank, our Executive VP of Sales and Marketing, come up with me. Kathy Musgrave, our CIO. These three of what's going to be five have been with me from day one. If Mike McIver would come up, please. And Mike is our Vice President of Production. Tomorrow you're going to see the magic that this man can work with his employees. And Steve Ottoman, our COO and CFO. These guys behind me, and gal, they're the leaders of Pressure Systems International. We could not have had this journey without them. You look at the tenure of them, the shortest tenure in here I think is 13 years, so the people behind me. We don't need a meeting because we know what the rope is and what we're pulling. We all know the goals and the promises that we want to make to ourselves and to our employees, and we all pull that same rope. So I want to tell each of you I love you. I love her more.
No shit. We do too.